Peaches. Welcome to another Poetic Angel podcast segment. So, before I get started, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who participated in this podcast because I know people tend to get busy, and I truly appreciate you from the bottom of my heart taking the time out of your personal time to respond to this question. So, my podcast topic is, do you think social media affects relationships? And this is what everyone had to say. At the end of this podcast segment, I will give you my final thoughts. And I also would love to hear your feedback as well. So keep watching.
Do I believe social media affects relationship? Yes. You're inviting others, outsiders, people you may know and don't know, to have opinions or thoughts that may affect your relationship, and it can affect it in a relationship. It can affect your relationship in a negative way, which you don't want. I think when you're dealing with situations in your relationship that are negative or troublesome, it's something that you and your significant other need to deal with. Sometimes you don't have a partner that's open, and people use the social media as an outlet. But I think it widens the problem, whatever you may be facing. So I think it's just about having communication in a relationship and finding a way, if you're going to use social media, to use it in a way that it betters you and betters you and your significant other.
Hey everyone. So the topic today that we're discussing is, does social media have an effect or take an effect on relationships? And I will personally let you know that for me, it does. I have my hands in a lot of different businesses, from my own women's boutique to managing dance studios, helping my husband run his business, assisting other friends with their businesses, with marketing, and so on. It takes a huge toll for me personally because I'm always on my phone, and that also means that I'm always interacting on social media. Now, I get tons of emails and direct messages and even comments just from a lot of people. So it requires a lot of my attention for those specific businesses and what I'm doing for those businesses and companies in regards to getting all of their information out. Now, it also puts a strain on my relationship because I'm on my phone a lot. So I've personally started taking time and setting the time to where I'm only on my phone for a certain amount of time. And when I'm at home, taking those definite breaks and filling my husband in and letting him know, like, hey, this is what's going on, this is what I'm doing, or maybe even just getting his opinion. Now, I know that might be different than some other people, but I personally don't take any side conversations or anything like that. It's just not worth it to me. I know how I would feel if someone was trying to hit up my husband. I'd have a problem with it. But in all actuality, I think just being open and honest about it and setting those boundaries. I think everyone should take a chance and set boundaries for yourself, your relationship, and move forward. So it's a respect thing, and I hope you understand where I'm coming from. But thanks, Anne, for allowing me to be on this podcast. Bye, everyone.
Good evening, guys. So the question has been asked, does social media have an effect on relationships? Well, that can be answered in a couple of different ways. It can have a positive effect, it can have a negative effect, or no effect at all. I think it all depends on the individuals and the agreeable standards that you guys set when you were going into a relationship when it comes to social media. If the person that you are with is a representation of you, then they should know how to conduct themselves when on a social media platform. We have seen where some relationships last and they're on social media, and we've seen where they don't last and they end because of social media. And I think it's all predicated upon the individuals that indulge in social media that are in relationships. There are outside factors that will bring a relationship to its demise, and there are some outside factors that will help the relationship flourish. But I think it's all predicated on the individual and how they conduct themselves, or the mindset that they have when they're on social media. Remember, You have to have good intentions when you're in a relationship with somebody, especially dealing with social media, because there are so many distractions and people that do not like to see you in a relationship. So it's all about how you see it and how you conduct yourself. With me personally, if I have a problem on social media, I have no problem with cutting it off to save my relationship. I love my counterpart more than I love social media, and that's the decision that you are faced with when you are on social media. Thanks.
Okay. Do I think social media has any kind of effect on relationships? It does, because that's how we met. I'm a very private person. He is too, but he's also very open. It can be very positive and it can be very negative. You all have to find like a balance, and we are still trying to find our balance, but we're doing okay with it. So, yeah.
Okay, the question is, do social media ruins relationship? I don't think so. Because majority, I'm a people person. So majority, I go on social media to kill time, for marketing, for advertising, to make me build my empire, to help me share, to get my name out there. So I won't really say it ruined my relationship, because all is coming to one. So no, I don't think social media ruins relationship, because at the end of the day, you can put that you're in a relationship, you're single, married, and everything else, people will still jump in your DM. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how people these days react to social media. So a lot of people be thirsty and must be very hungry to always jump in, but it depends how you handle it. So if you tell your partner some things sometimes be true, truth hurts, and they get the best out of them, then they get them to feelings. And it shouldn't be in your feelings when somebody is open up to you. You might don't like what you hear, but at the same time, it's okay. So why would let it into effect when someone you can't be blunt to yourself to tell your partner what's going on? Other than that, it shouldn't ruin a relationship at all. But everybody have their own opinion, their own mindset, and their desire what they look at social media.
Do you think social media affect relationships? Yes, because today's society, when it comes to couples, are being broadcasted to show the love and affection, as well as the moments that are picture perfect, like a Kodak moment years ago. It also affects the relationship as a negative way as well, because some couples spend more time on social media than they do with their significant other. It also can lead to cheating and lusting on the male and female side of things when it comes to one's companion. For lack of attention in relationships can lead to great attention for social media followers or seekers. In relationship these days, we put everything on social media about what is taking place in our lives, as if we need counseling and inputs from socializing on social media venues. So yes, social media do affect relationships. Hello.
My name is Jonathan Harris, and the question is do I think that social media affects a relationship? And in my humble opinion, I think that it has a lot to do with the maturity of the couple in the relationship, as well as that person's or that couple's friends list, as far as who's watching their page or who's looking at their page or who's trolling, as well as the individuals themselves. I mean, social media, there's pros and cons, in my opinion, behind everything in life, such as in regards to pros when it comes to social media. If you're a healthy couple and you have a healthy relationship and you're posting, your vacations or your love for one another on social media, and you also have pretty much a mature following, I think that it could possibly be a great thing in regards to a relationship. But if you're a couple that's immature and the people that follow you are immature as well, and you're posting, your post as far as your relationship's concerned, I think that it could actually be a minus. I think that you could be asking for trouble, because people do troll and people are unhappy in this society, and people that are unhappy tend to want others to be miserable as well. So I think as far as your relationship and could social media affect your relationship, I absolutely believe that there are pros and cons behind that question. I think it could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing. I mean, there are a plethora of different ideas when it comes to whether that relationship is going to last in regards to social media. I don't think social media, if I have a healthy relationship, social media dictates my relationship. And that's just my humble opinion. Again, I'm Jonathan Harris. Thanks for listening.
Hey. Okay, so the question was posed to me. Do I think social media affects relationships? Hell yes, it does. And anybody that thinks it doesn't, they're gullible, they're blind, they're naive. On a day-to-day, you can go down your timeline and you can see people flirting and interacting with one another all through your timeline. And most of the time, these are guys and women who have girlfriends or boyfriends or husbands and wives. And they do this on social media. Why? Because a lot of times they won't get caught. A lot of people have multiple pages, and use different names and things like that. And some people set up multiple pages for the purpose of cheating on their significant other. Social media allows people to interact with people. It allows people to approach people without the fear of getting rejected face to face. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, hey, so I reached out to you and I want to take you out on a date. The answer is no, or you're left unread. It doesn't hurt as much because it's not done in person. So it allows people to be braver to me. But the main thing is, to me, the reason social media affects relationships is because it makes it easier to cheat. Everyone has their own cell phones and their own social media accounts. There may be a crazy couple, and I say a crazy couple here and there, that actually shares a social media account. I don't know many. I think I just know one that actually does this, and I don't know how that works for them, but I could never do it. But with everyone having their own phones and their own social media accounts, it's easy. You have so many different platforms that you could use and that you can get on to cheat, and your significant other would probably never find out unless someone makes waves or you make a mistake. Yes, 100%, unequivocally, social media will affect relationships, and most of the time, 99% of the time, I'm willing to bet my money, it's not in a positive way. Toodles.
All right. So I hope you enjoyed what everyone else had to say. I would love to get your feedback as well. You can leave a comment down below. I will leave my info as far as my Instagram, my TikTok. Yes, I have a TikTok. My Instagram, as well as my Facebook page and my email address. Also my phone number. So let's just say I'm leaving you all the info that's necessary for you to respond and reach out to, this topic. But I would love to actually get your feedback actually in the description box, if you don't mind. I will give you my final thoughts on this. Do I think social media affects relationship? Hell yeah. I've been approached by women in my messenger who initiated that they wanted me to accompany them in their bedrooms with their husbands. For me, I think A, that's disgusting. B, my values and my morals are really high because I'm like an old-fashioned romantic. I believe that the guy should chase the girl. I also have a strong belief when it comes to, taking vows and saying that, you're married. When you're married to someone, just because it says two become one, you're still your individual person. But it's a respect thing, respect communication for your spouse. I don't think a female should initiate someone in their bedrooms with their husband when you took vows. A relationship consists of two people, not three. And also, it's how you respond to someone's comment. There's a lot of times where I see pictures posted and people put like double hearts and, they put like these personal type feelings towards that person. And if their significant other or spouse is on their page and they see that and it's how you respond to it, then it's kind of like, if you put something per se, oh yeah, thank you so much, I think you're awesome as well, beautiful, or I think you're handsome, or whatever the case is, you're opening the doors for, you know, argument with you and your significant other. So my thing is, it's how you respond, it's how you communicate with your spouse. And a lot of people are saying that it's mental, it's how you know, where your mind frame is. Like, what does that have to do with anything? Like, as far as if someone messenger you and 1 o'clock in the morning, you're laying there and you're getting these messenger messages, and you get up to respond to them, and you're going back and forth, you're having a conversation, you have your spouse laying next to you. Do you think that's not disrespectful? So yes, I could get into more on this topic because there's so much more to tell. But let's just say, yes, it does affect relationships because everybody is using Facebook, other social media networks to hook up, you know, to go out on dates, to sneak around and do things behind their significant other's back. And they have multiple pages. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, there are multiple pages that they create. So when you're sitting at work thinking that he's at work doing his job, he'll find time to do little sneaky things, and vice versa, she'll do the same. So I'm not just saying for the guys, but yes, it does affect relationships, period. That's it, plain and simple. Oh yeah, I should add that too. Also, another thing is, real quick, I've noticed that when someone's single, nobody reaches out to them, nobody says anything. Oh my God, as soon as you post that you're in a relationship, all hell breaks loose. You're getting the messenger, you're getting the sexual comments, you're just getting all types of, you know, feedback just so you could have conflict in your relationship. And it's just crazy because I was told that when a man wears a ring, it's even harder for him to stay focused because he's so overwhelmed with women throwing themselves at him. And the same thing with women. I don't understand why, but I feel like there's a ratio issue where there's supposed to be more women than men. So there's like a shortage in dick. So everybody's chasing it. Like, the women don't let the guys reach out to them anymore. They're the ones doing the, oh, let me messenger him, let me try to, you know, see if he'll talk to me or whatever. And they don't care. They do it to single guys, married guys, whatever. But I just truly believe that, yes, it does affect relationships. It's not the page itself, but it's the people. Get it together. So I hope everyone enjoyed this topic. There's more to come. So if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that little box in that corner and show me some love. Don't forget to enable your YouTube so you won't miss out on any of my future uploads. And if you are a new subscriber, I just want to say thank you so much and welcome to my channel. I truly do appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. And all my subscribers know, you ladies and guys know, that I do truly appreciate each and every last one of you. So take care of yourself, put God first, keep a clean heart always. And just know that I love you and I appreciate you. God bless you. Until my next video, Poetic Angel, one love. Mwah.